Hi guys, today I am back to film my Project Pan update. I'm super excited because I feel like I managed to finish a lot of products this month and I made really good progress on a lot of stuff, so I'll go ahead and get started with the stuff that I did finish and then we'll talk about my progress with everything else. So first things first, I finished my Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream. I did purchase the Garnier one that I wanted to purchase after this. This is actually a better shade match for me than the Garnier one, but I did manage to finish this, and I actually haven't even used the Garnier one yet. But I've been mostly layering this with the IT Cosmetics powder foundation, so that really helped me finish it. But that is done. Next is my Cargo Blu-ray powder. This was really difficult to finish, but it is all done, all gone. It obviously kind of got into the corners with it being more square packaging, and I had to take like my Real Techniques setting brush and kind of work the brush in the corners, and then I was like setting my under eyes with it, setting like my forehead, kind of just my T-zone with it really. So I managed to finish this, but it was really difficult. I really liked this powder when I first got it. Now I don't know if I would repurchase it, but my Ulta doesn't carry Cargo anymore anyways, so there's that. This next one I'm super proud of because I've never managed to do this before, and I'm glad that I managed to do it this time. Managed to finish my EOS balm. This is the green one, which is like the honeydew, honeysuckle one, and I even like kind of scraped out underneath and everything. So I'm really proud of finishing this. This is the first one I've ever bought and ever finished. So proud of that. Next is this Organics Renewing Argan Oil Morocco Penetrating Oil. This was really hard to finish, but I managed to power through. I'm not going to repurchase it again. It almost seems more like a gel than an oil a little bit, like just the consistency of it when it comes out of the bottle. But I don't really like this, so. Next is my Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Tri-Weight Leave-In Conditioner. I wouldn't repurchase this for me again. I have like super chemically processed hair, like from coloring it all the time. I'm always heat styling and that kind of thing. This just didn't do enough for my hair, and this was actually really easy to finish because it was very close to done when I started Project Pan. So I'm not surprised by that one at all. Next is my It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. I actually kind of used these together a couple times, and then once this was finished I used this on its own. This is okay. I think it's good for other people, but I don't feel like, again, it did enough for my hair. So probably not going to repurchase this, but this is like a free sample when I got anyways, so. Next is Marc Jacobs Dot Fragrance. This I actually used up, I think, pretty much around the holidays, just because with, you know, all the family get-togethers and stuff. This was just kind of the perfume I wore. I really do like this. I might repurchase this, but I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on it. There are a lot more other things that I like, so I kind of got to think about that. Next is my Bath & Body Works Paris Amour one. This I was working on and made really good progress and was pretty close to being done with it, and then it ended up spilling in my car and the rest of it was gone. But I kind of wanted to hold on to this a little while longer because I really like this one. So, but it's done. Next is Warm Vanilla Sugar. This one I definitely kind of want to take a break from before I wear it or purchase it again, because now I'm kind of sick of it because I was working so hard on it the last like 2 or 3 weeks of the month. I was trying really hard to finish this, so that is finished. Next is my Hava Eye Cream. When I started to use it, I feel like it was probably like halfway done, and then, I don't know, my son has been getting into my makeup a lot lately. It's been something that's been happening a lot during the night. Wake up and I find him covered in makeup or nail polish or something. So this was something that he actually did get into. He took like my Tarte Kabuki brush and dipped it in here and rubbed it on his body like lotion. So he used up a good chunk of it. I think it was like at half, and I managed to get down to like a fourth. Then he used it, and then there was still some in there, and I managed to just use up the rest. So there was a little bit of help from him, but I did manage to finish this. And that is it. So I managed to finish 10 things out of the 50 that I have in Project Pan. So that's why I think I kind of said in another video, like, or I made a comment somewhere that I feel like I might even have to add a couple things because Project Pan is going so well that I just feel like if I finish 10 different products, like I might finish this in a few months before the end of the year. Some things are obviously a lot harder to finish than others, and I feel like everything I finished this month was kind of easy stuff. Like this stuff wasn't too hard to use. Like I said, the powder was kind of hard, the US balm was kind of hard. Like the hair oil was pretty easy, and the fragrances were pretty easy. So I managed to finish 10 out of 50, and I have 40 more to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start with progress-wise where everything is. I do have like a list of all the products because I just find that this helps me keep track of everything. So, and I'm going to talk about some kind of tips and stuff too at the end. First things first is the Cosmetics CC Cream. I've been wearing this like once or twice a week just to kind of use it up. And when I started Project Pan, the tube was super, super full. You just squish it a little bit and that's all. It was just super, super full. Now I can actually bend the tube some. So there is definitely some progress made from just wearing it once or twice a week. But I do think this is going to probably take me, I don't even know, I would probably say at least another 6 months, I think, to finish, unless I start wearing it a little bit more frequently. But if I continue wearing it once or twice a week, I just think it's going to take me a lot longer. Next is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I don't remember where this is exactly, but I think it was up by like the D in Rewind, and now it is down to there. So a lot of good progress with this as well. I think this is probably only going to take another month or two, and that'll be done. So I'm super excited for that because I've got some other concealers I want to use. Next is my It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Powder. I have like re-fallen in love with this all over again. I really, really love this. I don't think I included it too much in my weekly makeup bags because there was one week that I wore it like as my foundation the whole week, and I don't think I actually included it in my weekly makeup bag. But I don't know if you can tell, there's actually starting to be a little bit of a dip there in the middle. You can kind of see like I feel like a ring right in here where it's starting to dip down some. But I'm definitely repurchasing this once I finish it. So there is that. My Rimmel Brow Pencil, I think I only use this like once or twice. It's just, it's a very red toned pencil, so it's kind of hard for me to use. But I did sharpen it too. Looks like the cap hits about the B in brow. So it's like right in there. But I don't know how I'm going to use this up yet because it was just too red for me to wear. Once I change my hair color or something, I might be able to wear it a little bit more. But it's been slow progress with that one. Next is MAC Breath of Plum. This has definitely had some progress, and I feel like it's something you guys can kind of tell looking back at the weekly makeup bags. Definitely more pan showing. So I don't know, now that we're getting closer to summer though, I feel like probably not going to use this quite as much, or I'm probably going to be mixing it with blushes, which still means I'm not going to be using it as heavily. I'd still be using it, but just a little bit lighter hand with it. So this might start to slow down now, but I pretty much wore this the entire month of January. So pretty good progress with that. Next is my Too Faced bronzer. This I know I've worn a few times, but I don't think there's really anything like different looking about it. I have been kind of focusing my brushes on the outer edge a little bit more, so I think maybe that's part of the reason you're not seeing quite as much progress with that one. Next is my Benefit What's Up. This I used quite a handful of times too, but as you can see there's still quite a bit of product in there. So it is starting to kind of slant a little bit, like this side is a little lower than this one, but I mean nothing crazy, like it's still very close to the top. So next is my Smashbox Fusion Soft Lights. This is the one that I was using more this month than the Benefits What's Up. This one I really was like, there's no progress, you're not going to be able to tell anything, but the more I thought about it, this center like beigey stripe, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the design is pretty much gone. It's mostly this over here and this over here that this like design is still kind of on the top, but you can kind of see definitely through the middle that design is starting to really fade away and disappear. So that is progress. It's just something that I would have never looked at it and been like, yeah, there's progress with that. It's something I kind of just gradually noticed. So next is my Urban Decay Black Velvet pencil. This I used a ton this month. I'm pretty sure I sharpened it once or twice, but that is what we're at. I feel like, I don't know, it's nothing crazy drastic, but a little bit of progress at least. Next is Sabbath. This one definitely got some progress. My son actually took this and drew all over his face with it, so I had to sharpen it. But it's been sharpened like 2 or 3 times this month besides that, so it is a little bit shorter. I feel like it's actually starting to catch up to Black Velvet in size. There's obviously some difference, but this one I feel like I'm making a lot more progress with than Black Velvet. So there's that. Next is my MAC Yogurt Shadow. I don't think I included this like in any weekly makeup bags, but I have been using it kind of gradually here and there. So there is a tiny bit of pan showing, like a little bit more than last month. So, and it's probably going to get a lot more use over the next coming months, I feel like. I just didn't use it really a lot in January. So there is that. Next is Gravity. This is not going to probably look too much different, but there is a slight dip in the middle. I've just been applying like a dark purple eyeliner and using this to set it, or wearing it along my lower lash line, but I really need to like wear it on my lid as a shadow, because that's I feel like how it's going to get used up the fastest, is to obviously cover a larger area than just my lower lash line or just setting eyeliner with it. So there's a little bit of progress with this. It's got a little bit of a dip going on, but it's not anything crazy yet. Next is Ecstasy, and I feel like this is kind of the same thing. Wearing it on the lower lash line, but putting it on top of eyeliners. But I did actually wear this on my lid a couple times, and I feel like you can kind of tell too where I wet my brush and was like using it. So this is, I don't think it's got like any dips or anything, but I can kind of tell where my brush has been, where I've been like concentrating my brush. So there isn't any dips or anything with that, but I have been using it. Next is my Ulta Shadow in Plum Noir. This one, again, there isn't really a dip yet, but I'm starting to kind of fade away the design up here at the top. So you can definitely tell where my brush has been hitting the product. But kind of same thing, wearing this as to set liner along the lower lash line. I just need to start using them on the lid though. Next is my 7 Days of Shadow from Urban Decay. This made some really good progress this month. Let's kind of just go through them quick. Blackout I've been using to set liner with here and there. Foxy is actually completely finished. Woodstock, I don't know if, yeah, you can see that on camera. You can tell where I've been using it, and like down here is where I've been using it, and this is all product up here that needs to be used. So this one still has a lot of progress to be made. YDK, I think I've used up almost the entire thing. I don't know, it's pretty close. I think like half of it might still have to be, like this half up here I think still needs to be used. So need to work on that one a little bit more. Flash, you can see, use that a little bit this month. Desperation I haven't used at all, even though I've been meaning to. And then Mildew, I think I did use one a little bit. You can kind of see like that corner where it looks like I've used it. So Foxy I've used, but all of them I've used, which is some kind of progress because I don't think I'd used really any of these besides Foxy before I started. So to have finished almost 2 of them, I'm pretty happy with that. Because they're not like a one-time use. The shadows are Urban Decay, so they're pigmented, you don't really need a lot. So it's not like a one-time use thing. Next is my Anastasia Catwalk palette. This I was like, started off and it was horrible, I was not using it. But towards the end of the month I was using this pinky kind of shade a lot. This is like a nice transition color for me. I remember I wore some gray shades from the Lorac Pro 2, but I blended this in as a transition color and it kind of helped like add a little bit of warmth to it. It was really, really pretty. Also, I have fallen in love with this purple color up here, which kind of sucks because I obviously have so many purples in this project that I need to be focused on those ones. But I've used a lot of the shadows in here at least once. The only one I haven't really used is the black because so many other blacks that I actually need to finish. So that one's got a little bit of progress. Next is my MAC Fabulousness Warm Eyes. This more pan is showing, but nothing like new. This first one in Glamour, over here, Glamour Light. You can see a little bit more pan is showing, and then also the one next to it, Retrospec, more pan is showing too. But it's going to be these three over here that are going to take a while. I don't think I really used them much this month. I feel like this one in Honesty, I'll probably use a little bit more in the summer with it being kind of a coppery color. It doesn't really show up. I feel like it swatches okay, but then when I apply it, it just, I don't know. You can kind of see it, I guess, but it just really doesn't show up much on me, I feel like. It kind of just looks like a glitter. A bad glitter. But yeah, I didn't even use Sketch or Cognac too much. I feel like those I probably will use a little more in the fall. So there's some progress with this, but nothing drastic. Next is my EOS balm in, this is like the purple one. That one is getting really, really low. This is definitely going to be the next one to go between the EOS balms. My red one, I think I used this a handful of times, but there's just no like crazy progress with it. Next is my Fresh Sugar Berry Lip Treatment. This was missing most of the month, so it doesn't have a lot of progress either, but I did wear it a couple times and I tried to like really reapply to use it up some more. So that is what is left, because I don't think in my first original video I actually showed you guys how much product was in this. So there's some progress with this, but you guys probably don't really know because I don't think I showed it. So there is that. Next is my Nivea lip butter. This one I really tried to finish and I just didn't quite get there. But that's what that looks like. As you can see, that one whole edge is just completely finished. So it's just everything around that I'm working on. So I probably am going to finish that, I hope, by my next update. Next is MAC Cream Cup. This is another one I tried really hard to finish by the end of the month, and I think that I will probably finish it this next month. That's it turned up all the way with the plastic turned down. That's how much is left. So really not a lot. I've been wearing it all the time. That's what I have on today. I've been layering with glosses, just everything possible to finish it. So that one's very close. Odyssey. I think I only wore this a handful of times, but it's one of those lipsticks that I reapply quite frequently. So that is it, like turned up all the way. I feel like that's kind of a lot, but then when I actually do turn it down, it's really not that much. So I only wore this a handful of times, but I did reapply really frequently, so I think that definitely helped. And I think that even though summer's coming up and I'm probably not going to wear this one as much, I think that when fall and winter come around, since there's not a whole lot, I'll be able to finish it really easily. Next is Fun Size. I think I might have worn this once. Cream Cup has just been kind of my focus lipstick. I find that it's easier if I just pick one lipstick and focus on that one instead of trying to focus on making progress with all of them. So I feel like this isn't going to look too terribly different, but I did get used some because the angle of the lipstick is starting to change a little bit more. But I did use this one, I think, like once or twice. So there is Fun Size. Next is Bit of Honey, which is, I mean, this one I'm pretty sure I didn't even use because it's broke, so it's like kind of a disaster to use it. But I like don't want to turn it up because it like falls apart. But that's what that one looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't use this one because I've been using Fun Size if I'm using one of these like butter lipsticks. That's what I've kind of been using. Next is CoverGirl Cream Lipstick. This one I'm going to start focusing on more this next month, but I don't think I really used it this month. So that's what that looks like. Still kind of a lot of product. But I think that with Cream Cup being almost done, this will probably be the next one that I work on. Next is this Maybelline lipstick in Blushing Beige. This I definitely used a couple times this month. Because kind of the weird way I've been tracking it is I accidentally nicked the lipstick there, and it was kind of nicked like in the middle of the tube. So the lipstick actually went up a little bit more, and I've actually managed to get it down to that nick in the lipstick. So I can tell it's went down some. But this is another one that I'm like, I might use this one next month as my focus lipstick. I haven't decided. It's between these two as for which one I'm going to go for next. But I feel like these two are the fuller ones of the lipsticks I have, because I feel like these NYX Butter lipsticks don't actually have a ton of product in them. Next is my Milani Lip Flash in Star Flash. I used this once or twice, but nothing crazy. Still a really big pencil. So yeah, just nothing crazy with that one. This is the Buxom Gloss in Debbie, and I knocked it over. So I forgot to tell you guys, but I think like product wise it's like up to here, so it's pretty full. But I knocked it over, so it's not really, you know, even anymore. But I didn't use it at all this month. It's kind of a corally gloss, so I feel like I'm going to wear this a lot more during spring and summer. So I just didn't use it this month. Next is my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This is super close to done. I tried to finish it before the end of the month, but I didn't, so it'll definitely be in next month's empties, I'm sure. This one I kind of twisted off the cap and like peeked inside to try to see where it is, and I think it's down to around here. There isn't really a whole lot of product left, so this really won't take me too long, but there's where that is at. Next would be my Healthy Sexy Hair, the Soy Renewal Oil. I really don't like that oil, and I gave a sample of that to my cousin for Christmas just because I thought she would like it, and she did, so I'm gonna give mine to her, and I'm replacing that item with this Bath & Body Works Cashmere Glow Ultra Shea Body Cream. And this was completely full, and now it is, as you can kind of see, I've been like bending the tube down. So there is some progress with this because it was completely full, but I just decided to give that to her because I was like, why am I trying to use up a product that I'm not enjoying that she does like? It would clearly get a lot more use out of it than me, I feel like, too. So I just replaced it with this, which I feel like is going to be just as hard to finish. I'm actually surprised I've managed to make this much progress with this month because it was full. So there is that. Next would be the It's a 10 Keratin one. Same kind of thing. She really loves the It's a 10, and I was like, I'll give mine to her because I think it's okay, but there's other like leave-in conditioners that I like a lot more. So I'm going to give her mine. And I'm replacing it with this, which is definitely going to be a lot harder to finish. It's the Aveda Brilliant Medium Hold Hairspray. This is from when I was in school. This has actually made some progress this month. It's not a lot of progress, but it's made some. This is going to be really hard to use because it's sticky, it's crunchy, it's really not my favorite. So, but since it's from when I was in school, which has already been a few years now, it's getting old and I need to finish that. Confixer Gel. I don't think that this is going to look any different. I'm like 90% sure it's probably not going to look too much different for you guys. But there's a tiny bit of progress with this. I used it once or twice. It's just really hard to use because it does dry my hair out just a little bit. And I've been really trying to take really good care of my hair this month. So it's been hard to want to use that. Next is the Bedhead Totally Baked. This is, I believe, when I checked last, I took the cap off and peeked inside. It's down to about here. It's right above the word baked. So probably like halfway, maybe a little more than halfway, but this will probably take another couple of months, I think, at least. It's kind of a slow moving product. So next is my Kat Von D Rollerball, and I think that this is probably exactly the same. I might have used it once, but I really don't remember using it. So you can kind of tell the design. It's like up to there. So yeah, I don't think I really used this. I'm going to try to use it more this next month though, because I feel like it's actually not that hard to finish it if I just try to. But I've been really working on the Bath & Body Works ones, so there is that. Let's see, next is the Revlon Skin Lights. I didn't use this at all this month, so there's no progress to show. This is something I'll probably definitely use more in the spring and summer. Next is Twilight Woods. I think I've worn this once or twice this month, but I really didn't wear it a lot, so I feel like it's probably the same, but you can kind of see if I quit moving. It's too about the word Twilight. So there's that. Next is Japanese Cherry Blossom. This is gonna be, I think, probably the next one I focus on. And you can kind of see that one there too is above the word Japanese Cherry Blossom. So this one I'm probably gonna use a lot more this month and in March. It's kind of more of a spring scent, so probably be using that one more then. Next is Velvet Sugar. This one too I really tried to finish before the end of the month, and then I just quit because I wanted to finish Warm Vanilla Sugar instead. So this is definitely going to be my focus fragrance for February, but I think I'm probably going to finish it really kind of early on. I feel like maybe within the first week or two, so then I'll do Japanese Cherry Blossom. But pretty good progress with this, I feel like. I don't remember exactly where it was before, but I've been wearing it a lot, and you can kind of see where it is there. So there's that one. Next is the Japanese Cherry Blossom Lotion. I didn't use this a ton just because there are kind of special like holiday scents that I got that I want to use. So again, I feel like this is going to get more use during the spring. But I think it was like right up here at the corners, and now it's down a little bit lower, so I did use it some. And I know that would be something that would be really easy for me to finish, but I just haven't really put a lot of effort into that one, so. And that is it. Feels like there should be more, but that is it. So that is my progress on everything. I kind of tried to tell you guys what I think I'll finish for next month and that kind of thing, but I don't know, it's been pretty difficult. I think that instead of a couple mistakes I made was trying to use everything and make progress with everything. I think I need to do mostly what I'm doing with like the lipsticks and pick a focal product for each like category and really focus on that one and really try to finish it. Kind of another thing I did too is I made a list by category. So I did face products, and I think I had about 4 or 5 of those. So I said I need to finish one about every 2 months to finish them by the end of the year. I actually managed to finish, yeah, I had 5 face products. So I already managed to finish 2 of them, so I only have 3 left. I grouped my blush, bronzer, and highlighters together. There's 4 of those. I need to finish one of those every 3 months. Brow products, there's 1, so I have a whole year to finish that. My eyeliners, I need to finish 1 about every 6 months because there's 2 of them. My single shadows, and I think that's just counting these. Yes, it's just counting these 4. I need to finish 1 of those every 3 months. Well, it's going to be kind of difficult. Lip products, I have 13, and I need to finish 1 about every month. Sorry. So maybe like, I don't know, 1 month I need to like finish 2. Which I thought was going to be this month with the green EOS balm, and I thought I was going to finish Cream Cup. But maybe that'll be next month. Maybe next month I'll finish the Nivea Lip Butter and Cream Cup. So, anyways, lip products I need to finish 1 about every month. Hair products I had 6, and I need to finish 1 every 2 months. Fragrance I have 7, so about 1 every 2 months. Lotions I put 2. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't remember if I included that Cashmere Glow or not, but I need to finish 1 every 6 months. And then I put palettes because I'm counting all the shadows in my Naked palette and in my MAC Fabulousness for Eyes, which is part of my Pan That palette, which is a little bit different, but I'll include it kind of in this for a second. And I figured I need to finish a shadow. I need to finish 1 to 2 shadows every month. Obviously, I feel like you guys didn't see that I finished anything with this, but I will talk about that a little bit more with my Naked palette in the Pan That palette update, which will be up on the 5th. So, and I'm also kind of keeping track too of what I finished. So for face products, I have 2 little tallies there because I managed to finish 2 out of 5. Hair products, I have 3 tallies because I managed to finish 3 out of 6. So I've been keeping track that way, and I feel like this also helps me kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps me see like what I need to work a little more on. Like my single shadows need some work. So, sorry, I have like something in my throat, and I have been talking for a really long time anyways, so I am gonna go, but I hope you guys enjoyed this update, and I hope I have even more progress to show you guys next month. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.